Life would be easy if my children just listened to me. But it's their right to challenge you, especially when grown-ups aren't always right. So how can we expect them to be in the future leaders and know their mind and being able to speak their thoughts? And right now we expect them to be all obedient and not challenge us. So there's a mismatch. Instead of worrying about the pregnancy and the actual birth, I think sometimes we forget that parenthood goes on for a long time and it's not something that you can practice easily. So we have this myth of having happy and obedient children and it's all problem free. And the reality is that parenting often comes with frustration, sleeplessness, and feeling of helplessness. Sometimes we can get skilled up, but until the package arrives, you can't really practice it. Each child that comes out so different. Each parenting journey brings different stress. But for me, I have to constantly remind myself of that. Life would be easy if my children just listened to me. But it's their right to challenge you, especially when grown-ups aren't always right. So how can we expect them to be in the future leaders and know their mind and being able to speak their thoughts? And right now we expect them to be all obedient and not challenge us. So there's a mismatch. I welcome you to also challenge that in those moments when you have those thoughts. What do I want my child to be and how can I help him or her through this stage without expecting complete obedience? What you do today influences the future. This is what we want to cover as well. How I grow, how I feel, and how I understand. So starting off with how I grow. So in terms of what we can help them to grow at a 3-year-old, we encourage lots of exploration, spending time outdoors where possible, and providing the space and materials to draw, scribble, and color. Now at this age, I get a lot of parents asking, my daughter's 3 or my son's 3, can't really write properly yet. I challenge you to have this mind frame. Try and pretend to be a 3-year-old for a second. If someone is constantly putting a pencil in your hand and say, just write the alphabet, that becomes a really boring and dull chore going forward. And every time I get a pencil in my hand, I'll say, oh goodness me, here I go again. I have to write this. And it becomes completely unenjoyable. Specifically at this age, we want the children to develop a love of exploring, creating, because part of our job as a parent, even at this young age, is to make learning fun.